What is going on, guys? We are gonna be making a Jake tier list today. I've been postponing this a little bit, but now that Black Adam's come out and we had a little bit of time to actually understand how the meta is with these new characters, we gotta run up the tier list. Simple as that. We played Jake, so we're just gonna run it up with the Jake. Starting off in +2 area, simple Iron Giant chat. Iron Giant just honestly just gets bullied, chat. Iron Giant gets hard bullied, chat. Like 0 to 100 combos. As soon as we bait out bolts, we have multi-hit on neutral air to break armor like really fast. We have everything we need and more, chat. Iron Giant's just a freaking combo tank, bro. Like, we're just killing him early. We can edge guard him. We can stall out with him edge guarding. Simple, chat. Very simple, very easy. +2 for Jake. Coming on next, the newest character, Black Adam, added to the game a little bit ago. Very projectile heavy, but also very light, honestly. Very combo food at the same time. You know, Jake with how his projectiles are useless to us. Combo food, big body, you know. He really can't hold Jake in advantage for too long, so I'm not too scared. And when it comes to combo starters, he has to really get callouts. Get some really good callouts on Jake. We're able to combo him, you know, we're able to edge guard him very easily, and he just doesn't get any good like optimization on Jake. So we're just putting him in +2 right there next to Iron Giant. Next is gonna have to be Garnet, bro. No, wait, are we putting Garnet there? Nah, we're gonna wait on Garnet. Taz though, for sure, +2, chat. Taz is a very short range character. Jake outranges him. The fact that Jake could just punch through his tornado and his cloud, his dog pile, makes the matchup so much easier, bro. Like, I can't even tell you how much I love seeing Taz on 1v1s, bro. It's actually insane. Taz is also very easy to combo, very easy to set up in a disadvantage for easy kills, and just overall doesn't get much advantage state on Jake ever. Our house reflects his neutral air because it's projectile, reflects apple because it's projectile. Like, just imagine, bro, your whole thing is turning people into chickens, but Jake could just reflect your apple and combo you until you turn into a chicken and just edge guard you for free. You know what I mean? Like, Jake's range just outclasses Taz's entire character, bro. Like, it's actually crazy, bro. So we're gonna have to put him right next to Black Adam in +2. Chat, Jake is a very good ones character. And YouTube, Jake is a very good ones character, bro. Like, this character fries a lot of the worst, I don't want to say worst, a lot of the big bodies especially, and the characters with like little to no range. Is there any more +2s that we got? Me personally, YouTube, Lebron James, bro. Like, bro, the amount of outplaying Jake can do just by his move kit alone, reflecting every single basketball and using it against him, and especially the fact that he cannot fence his own basketball to get it back, is huge, bro. We edge guard, we combo. You know, the only thing is LeBron has a crazy advantage state, but you just throw on Taz Trig and school me once, and this character like pops, bro. Like, he can't get his loops on. You just 50-50 him, get out free, easy, chat. And then you just outrange him the rest of the game. Down special reflects all his balls. And pause anyways, reflects his balls back to him, and he can't use his main thing, which is a basketball. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be it for +2s, honestly. We're gonna move down into the +1 section. I feel like Jake has a lot of +1s. I cannot lie. In 1v1s, Jake has a lot of +1s. We're gonna start off with Rein-Dog. Rein-Dog does have very good boxing tools versus Jake. Like, within these most recent patches, like, his up air does really good at sharking Jake, house, and other moves, as long as he gets it out before the house. His jab is very good at catching Jake on a dodge his house jab, down air, whatever. But where this character loses is disadvantage for one. You catch a Rein-Dog recovering high once at any percent with up special, or you stretchy him, double up air, dies any percent, bro. I promise you. This character is so light, like, it's just crazy. We also have house to reflect every single one of Rein-Dog's projectiles. If Rein-Dog wants to put his lasso out, or his tether rather, you're able to just crouch under it and not take any damage, force him to approach. And like, bro, you're not gonna outbox Jake as Rein-Dog, and you're not gonna out projectile game Jake when he has a house. So it's like you have to do some crazy outplaying if you're gonna beat any Jakes. But one thing though, grounded up attack from Rein-Dog is so good, bro. The little bink, the boing, like the little jump hit, bro. So good at countering Jake's aerial approaches. But other than that, Jake just runs this matchup, edge guarding everything. Next up in +1s, I'll put Steven Universe. Pop Armor Crush, bro. This character gets folded, chat. Folded. Fully charge up smash when you think you could just land on us and try to counter hit. Character pops. I also like to run Snowball against this character a lot, because as far as I can tell, Snowball increases knockback with the lead. I want to say, I could be wrong, I heard it from a player a while ago that it does have a difference in knockback. It feels like it does too. This character just pops, bro. 80% tipper up smash, bro, gone. 90%, 80 and above depending on the charge. But Steven Universe does have good boxing tools when he gets in advantage, but other than that, bro, you're just getting poked out. You do a Rose Bomb, I just, stretch you unless you dodge through it, then you're just outplaying me. You have to outplay Jake very, very well. One thing you can't do a lot of the times though is house onto Steven. But that's like the only real counter that Steven has against Jake in ones. If the Jake is very understanding of how to win neutral, how to win advantage, etc., bro. We're just gonna have to put him right next to Rein-Dog in +1. Next up, we're gonna take it a little bit easier. Velma in ones. Velma gets rushed down very, very hard. Gets sniped. Gets their jump sniped very, very quickly. And you can just roll a Velma if you just catch that one jump, bro. Double forward air, gone, chat. Or gone, bro. Like, this character also is able to reflect words, reflect book, but unfortunately cannot reflect megaphone. A little bit of counterplay for Velma though. You keep Jake above you, you just light bulb. Up attack in the air, on the ground, it will beat house every single time. It'll beat house, it'll beat down air, it'll beat neutral air, it'll beat everything if Jake is trying to land on top of you. But other than that, advantage state for Jake is just so strong versus Velma that this matchup is just very good. Very, very good. +1 for Jake against Velma. Right next to Steven and Rein-Dog. Next up is gonna have to be Bugs for +1. Bugs gonna have to be in +1 because you're able to just keep Bugs in advantage for so long, mainly because Bugs is a very straight hit character. He has to hit, he has a couple combos, don't get me wrong. He has like nair down air, he has rocket up air, little simple stuff. But like when it comes to his utility, not the craziest against Jake. Like all you have to do is just house directly on top of crate. He has to 50-50 either left or right of the crate will get hit, or just disengage entirely, and you're gonna end up breaking the crate in just a couple hits. He does have good sharking with up air, don't get me wrong. Up air and rocket can snipe out a Jake stock real quick if he's just spamming house. But advantage state is so good for Jake, so bad for Bugs, especially for the fact that my forward air goes through rocket, and if you try to stall out there with rocket, boom, poke, you're dead. Next up, Shaggy. Shaggy does do good at advantage, just like any other character Shaggy goes up against. But as long as I play the air game and I stay above you in the range to where your down air is not going to hit me before my neutral air or my up special hits you, you are not winning. It's just that simple. You have to counter hit me from below or space even higher than me to the point where you cannot even get any combos off. And like Jake just like imagine Shaggy with no combo game and just straight hits. That character is so bad. So like Jake forces straight hits, as well as having very good edge guarding against Shaggy. He's able to just take the matchup and just run free with it almost. Like I said though, chat, advantage state is good. If you get a good read on one down or one house from Jake and just up B him like 2 times, or just, you know, armored up B, crazy good. Get early stocks just like that. Oh, chat. +1. Garnet, don't get me wrong, chat. Garnet used to be in +2, but now I believe Garnet is in +1. Garnet does have some speed, you know, utility and some speed strats that she can use to outmaneuver Jake in some scenarios. And also, her sharking game against Jake is very, very good. One thing that does make this matchup very difficult for Garnet is armor crush, and the fact that we edge guard Garnet like crazy. Don't get me wrong though, it did get better, chat. And if you are good at sharking as Garnet, this matchup is very, very, very doable. You know, with the she could shoot the little energy ball up, counter a house, boom, clap, you're done. You know what I mean? You cannot reflect the gauntlets, her little gauntlet thrust, cannot reflect that. And her up special, if timed correctly, will beat out a lot of Jake's landing options. But the fact that she's combo food, can get edge guarded, and overall just loses neutral because Jake's boxing game is just so good, I gotta put that in +1. It did get better though. It did get better over time. It used to be +2 for Jake, but Garnet is rising, so I gotta put that in +1. Let's see. I think that's it for +1s, chat. I think that is it. Moving on to the even matchups. One even matchup, hard even. Boom. Wonder Woman, hard even. Wonder Woman has a very good neutral game, very good hitboxes to counter Jake, and she has very good boxing game. You know, up special coming out so fast. Up special coming out so fast will counter Jake instantly, like if caught off guard, you know what I mean? Forward air, you know, her strings, her side strings are very, very good. She does have some range and armor, forcing Jake to either run armor crush or to get one hit in and then dip out is very huge to open up Jake. But at the same time, if your recovery is the tiniest bit predictable, Jake will destroy that recovery. Wonder Woman can counter house with up special. Her downer is also very good at catching you know, neutral options on reads. You know, it kills Jake, you know, fairly early, maybe like 130, 140 depending on stage. But she does rack up a lot of damage and can keep you in disadvantage very long because of her sharking capabilities. But like I said, Jake with armor breaker does not care about any armor, chat. Like this character, like they both just have so many things they could do to each other that it's just so even. Like imagine I'm stretching off stage, pop armor, boom, you take the hit with armor, hit me instantly. And then, you know, just neutral is back and forth. They both have the pros and cons, but just gotta be a solid even for me. Next matchup in solid even. Gotta put Gizmo there. Popcorn does wonders against Jake, but also disadvantage as Gizmo when you're going up against Jake is very hard off stage, especially. And you're very light, so you get hit to like 80%, you get hit one wrong way and you're done. But popcorn camping is very optimal versus Jake until you can find an opening, maybe get some forward air up special strings. Other than that, I feel like no, Jake wins advantage, Gizmo wins neutral. Gizmo can also have high kill power with that popcorn buff recently, but just, you know, a little bit too light. You know, it just evens out. Popcorn really makes this matchup even. I cannot lie to you. Makes it so even because it's so hard for Jake to approach. Like all he has to do is react to me starting my stretch. Boom, popcorn explosion. I should lose that every single time. No, yeah, I do think it's a very even matchup. Up next to our even matchups, gonna be adding Morty. Morty's disadvantage is not the worst. is not the worst at all. But Jake can take early stocks off of Morty if he has, you know, armor breaker, reads a side special, breaks the armor, boom. Kill power overall in neutral, I feel like Jake has that, as long as you're not getting, you know, down aired raw from Morty. Like, if Morty's down airing you and you're not up smashing, like, you're just doing something wrong. But Morty does have a very solid slow paced game against Jake, and once he gets advantage, he can roll a lot of characters. You cannot reflect grenade. That is something huge. But again, Morty's very light, so it kind of evens out everything. Neutral becomes very even. It's a very slow paced game at high level, and it's about who finds the opening first, and that's what really like takes the cake on who wins, and that's what makes it so even. Because if it's all about who takes the first stock and it's like consistent the whole time, that's how you know something is very solidly even. Another even matchup, Superman. Right now in the meta, Superman's armor is very good versus Jake. Superman can obviously ladder Jake off the side with any good read. Jake is very good combo weight for Superman to do, you know, jab down attack chains, and ice breath is very hard for Jake to get by, just like any other character though. But once Jake has advantage, you know, edge guarding should be a breeze. Combo game on Superman should be a breeze. You know, it's about advantage state in that matchup, mainly for Jake, waiting for an advantage. Same thing with Superman, but like the thing about it is, once you hit a certain percent as Jake, you are not dying versus Superman unless you get a crazy read. And you can just throw on Armor Crush and not even be scared of any single, you know, up smash charging move from Superman, or forward smash, or even Sniper Punch. Like, once you throw on Armor Break, it becomes way easier. Jake also has double Nair. Second hit of Nair does break armor, and it does combo startup against Superman because he's a very big body. But again, advantage state as Superman, ice, you know, armor in neutral. If they like position themselves perfectly, you know, under a house cannot armor break, but under a house, you know, stuff like that, Superman can have his pros, but as Jake has the same thing, you know what I mean? And they both have very even cons, so I just gotta throw that in even. Another matchup that can, oh no, actually I lied, chat. We're not done with +1. I feel like Rick is a very simple matchup for us. As long as you're just avoiding Meeseeks and not getting hit by Meeseeks, and just letting him run his ammo out on Meeseeks, bro, the matchup becomes fire because you cannot reflect Meeseeks. I'll be right back, chat. I gotta get some water. Getting back to Rick, just have to avoid Meeseeks. You're able to reflect the gunshots. You're able to just out advantage Rick because Rick is a very straight hit character. Unless you get like a crazy like teleport string, like portal string, like where you just keep looping something. But most of the time, Jake is gonna be fighting you in the air, so you're just gonna be straight hitting him the whole time with maybe like an up smash, you know, a forward air read, you know, maybe catch a landing, hit one hit, but that's really it. Jake just holds the advantage very well, can edge guard this character very well, and can kill this character pretty early as long as you get, you know, a decent up smash read or even down air on bad DI. You know, this Rick will pop at like 120. You know, definitely +1 for Jake, putting that right next to Garnet. Moving on to, do we have any more even matchups? I'm gonna say Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is very even because as long as the pace of the game is very slow paced, Tom and Jerry can combat Jake's neutral. Ever since they buffed Jerry, gave him a little bit more health, House cannot one-shot Jerry anymore, making him very strong in neutral. One thing that Tom and Jerry does struggle in though is getting edge guarded. They have a very linear recovery, and it's just like you hit him out of his jump once and you should get the kill every time because he either has to fishing rod, he has to rocket kick up, you know what I mean? It's very simple to edge guard this character, but neutral is where this becomes very even. Tom and Jerry does still have some insane kill power when it comes to rocket if you catch somebody like in the right read, you hit the rocket, a little bit of a Snake Nikita flashback, boom, they die. Other than that though, matchup is very, very solid and even in my opinion. Coming down to our negative matchups, chat. We're gonna start off in -1. Put Harley right there. Unlike the other characters down here, Harley is pretty easy to counter neutral, mainly because I'm able to float in a range where she can't punish and can't loop, and she's only able to punish with like straight hit up B or straight hit up air, you know what I mean? But she does have very good combos on Jake. If you're able to combat House very easily, if you're good at dodging, you should get in on Jake every single time. You have very good tools to place around the map and force interactions that otherwise wouldn't be happening unless you have those things. Though Jake's chomp can beat the balloon bomb that she places in the air, and can also beat her neutral special that sticks onto you. You know, can mess up some timings. Jake still can get some easy edge guards. That's why this is in -2, because once Jake gets in, it becomes very hard. As long as you're able to snipe out a jump, or get some decent damage and have good air dodges on her, maybe her neutral air hammer, stuff like that. You're able to get in. But other than that, if you play a slow game as Harley, Jake becomes very, very easy for you. I promise you that. And as long as you have your loops down, you should be chilling. But that, I feel like, is the only -1. No, I lied. Batman is the only other -1 for Jake. I would not put it at -2 simply because we can negate Batarang completely. But as long as you're playing crazy whiff punish as Batman, this matchup should be very simple for you. Up specialing House, very good sharking, very good grounded neutral game, very good short hop range neutral game to where you could dodge, counter hit a lot of things. You're able to edge guard Jake fairly well with Batarang, especially as long as you're making Jake waste resource off stage. Let's say Jake is off stage, boom, no jumps, has to up special, throw out a Batarang, it goes completely through his up special and you're able to hit him. So it's like, as long as you're understanding how to get in and how to optimize your advantage while also making sure that Jake stays at advantage with as least resources as possible, you're able to do very well and take sets versus Jake. Moving on to our -2s, the final 3 characters are all -2s, starting with Arya. Arya has a crazy whiff punish game, crazy conversion game, especially on Jake, being like a little bit of an easier hitbox to hit once you get those up specials in. You're able to get a lot of conversions that you won't on other characters. Though Tasmanian trigonometry will help you out, it's not going to be enough. As if they have good timing on anything, dodges, when they want to counter hit you for housing, just being able to dodge through like a forward air and then get crazy advantage off of it with their damage output is very, very good. This character can also 50-50 Jake, double up special, and kill them really early. Don't get me wrong, it's not unwinnable. In no way, shape, or form is it unwinnable. Jake just has to slow the matchup down a little bit harder than Arya with the lead, and then he's able to find his openings a little bit more, maybe get some down airs, float in that little area where he's not going to get jab up special, but he has to get like raw up aired or raw up special or raw daggered for Arya to get an advantage. It's just about Arya being good enough to dodge, certain attacks to be able to get advantage and really capitalize on Jake being bad in that matchup. Next, we're going into Stripe. Stripes has some crazy whiff punishing right now, as well as some crazy advantage, as well as some crazy hitboxes, chat. Like, don't get me wrong, forward air is dodgeable, but that hitbox is crazy. It becomes like such a 50-50 on whether or not you just want to disengage or dodge and potentially get advantage because of how little end lag it has, to where you could just space with forward air, force you to do something, and then counteract after that. Jake does do good in advantage off stage, but that's really it. Very small hitbox to hit. Very hard to hit due to speed, and Stripe can just whiff punish very well. Baiting maybe a house. He throws out a stall, baits out the house, hits you with a forward air. Boom, gunshot. Up B, forward air, up B. All true, you know what I mean? It's just about being able to get Stripe off stage and keep him there as long as possible, to the point where you're just able to get stocks. He is very light though. I mean, no, he's not even very light. He's kind of light. He's decently light. He's decently light. So we are able to get decently early kills as long as we get like a tipper hitbox. But other than that, Stripe does win this matchup. Especially if he's playing slow, like an Arya plays slow. Find your openings very easily. This matchup is so hard. I can't even lie to you. Cannot lie to you, chat. Last but not least, in my opinion, either Jake's worst matchup or his second worst matchup to Arya probably. Finn. You cannot reflect Finn's gem, and that is huge. Or Finn Apple. As long as you are good at timing anything as Finn, like an up smash on house, you know, a dodge to get in, get your 50% combos in. You know, down air combos are very consistent on Jake because he is heavier weight, so he is, you know, a little bit easier to combo. Finn has some crazy combos, crazy speed, crazy whip punishing, and like I said, Gem and Apple are huge in this matchup. You force a Jake to either play in the air and you catch his landings, or you're just able to just throw it for free at house or any whiff that Jake does, and you're able to capitalize and gain advantage for potentially kill, you know what I mean? Because Finn's advantage is crazy. When it comes to Jake though, you just want to find your key openings on whiff punishing in this matchup. It is very hard, do not get me wrong. Especially online, it's a lot harder because timing becomes very strict, and you have to find your openings way better. But overall, Finn does very well. You know, it's kind of ironic. Jake's worst matchup being his best friend Finn. It's, you know, it's very ironic. But this is our tier list. +2s, +1s, evens, -1s, -2s. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Catch me on my Twitch. We're live almost every day, if not every other day, with tournaments, with grinding, with anything like that. Appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Later.